All right, so hello Gemini, and welcome back to Divine Rebel at Joplin Marley Studios in Chicago. This is your July forecast. For those of you who are new to me and the channel, I do not sugarcoat my messages. I do not filter them. So if you have children around or just don't appreciate, that kind of a message, I'm always very respectful of that, and I'm giving you the opportunity to sign off now. Otherwise, Gemini, we are getting into your July energies. This is for Gemini sun signs and those who have significant or strong Gemini placements in their chart. If you know what house Gemini rules for you and what's in that house, you could get some insights into very specific areas of your life, right, that this energy might affect for you. So, with that said, take it as it resonates and leave it if it doesn't. Take it as it resonates and leave it if it doesn't. I always intend, no matter what I'm doing, that it catches you in divine time and that it's meant to resonate however it's meant to resonate. So, Spirit, please, for Gemini and Geminian energy. For Gemini and Geminian energy, what is going on for July? I'm using my Naked Heart Tarot, and I'll be using my Crystal Mandala Oracle at the end. So Spirit, please, what's going on for Gemini? What's going on with Gemini and Gemini energy for the month of July? All right, clarify the Knight of Cups. Clarify the Four of Wands. And clarify Earth Mother for the Empress. Okay. Bottom of the deck is Justice. Top of the deck is the Heart of Wands or the Queen of Wands. All right, Gemini. Your spirit's manifesting from your heart space, okay? Your spirit's manifesting from your heart space, divine justice and balance in things. The underlying energy is justice and truth. So your heart is manifesting justice and truth. Gemini, I'm also feeling almost feeling like you can't believe your lucky stars. You can't believe your lucky stars. Now on this deck, the Naked Heart Tarot, there is a special card, the Naked Heart, which is card number 22. I'll get there in a minute. Came out for one other reading. Who had the Naked Heart in their reading? Might have been Scorpio. Might have been Scorpio. Okay. It's a very special card just specific to that deck. So, Movement of Cups, or the Knight of Cups with the Two of Pentacles. I think it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before the emotions come out. All right, it's only a matter of time before the emotions come out, the emotional pour. Because I think you want joy and stability with the Four of Wands and the Naked Heart. I think you want a happy, stable family, home life. You want a happily ever after. Now, the Naked Heart says, in order to get it, right? Four of Wands. You have to radiate at a pure vibrational level, calling in all that you need at this time to stay in alignment with your path. The universe is highlighting your gifts and asking you to trust yourself and your intuition. As you listen to what your heart needs, your natural essence comes forth to be nurtured and innately connects to your calling and purpose. Comparing yourself to others does not serve you and will only knock you out of your flow. You were given the exact proportion of amazing. Otherwise, you would not exist. Your path may not always feel easy, but it will feel right. When you shine bright, you are the spark to someone else's light, and you inspire others. Be brave and beautiful and fly out of the darkness and into your light. Gemini, you've got to soar in your own energy. You got to give yourself 100%. 99% is not going to cut it. You got to give your best. You got to give your best. With the Empress and the Three of Pentacles, double threes, really, and double fours here, right? The 4 and the 22. And the Justice is 1-1, right? So you have all these double numbers. And considering the 2 is a 2, I mean, doubles. I think right now the tree you have in your mind is lifeless and it's dead. I think you're carrying a lot of heavy weight. I think you feel like you're contracted to birth something into the reality, and the rest of your life isn't going to be fruitful and beautiful and wonderful until you fucking do it. Until the steps are taken, right? These forward, elevating steps. It's almost like that. It's like the ants are bringing in all of the coin to the Earth Mother. All the little ants are bringing in the money for the Empress. I think, Gem, I think you're coming forward with emotions that are going to bring justice to a situation. I feel like someone's not telling you something. Because I feel like your energy's great. But I feel like, honestly, Gem, because I'm peeking underneath the Justice card on the bottom of the deck. It's because I felt something was off. The 5 of Pentacles is under there with the 2 of Swords. Ace of Wands, 5 of Wands, 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords, like it just gets darker. I think the fact of the matter is, Gemini, that you might be looking at losing something or letting something go that requires you at 100% in your heart space in order to reach the joy and stability that you're looking for. I think it's only a matter of time before those emotions come out and before the universe starts bringing back to you all that you've put out there to manifest. But depending on where your placements are and what your Gemini energy is, I think some of you might actually be feeling the repercussions of not being in your own light, the repercussions of not taking off the blindfold and anchoring yourself in something that was a void space. It's almost like you started a new beginning off of some internal conflict, and that conflict left you in a mental prison and high anxiety, and you needed to move away from it, right? Like the divine had to intervene to get you back on path in order to close these cycles, in order to bring love in so you could overflow and move away from what's not fulfilling. Like the universe is giving you a story. It's trying to help you master the emotion, Spirit of Cups. Let me pull an oracle card for you. Crystal Mandala, here we go. What does Gemini need more than anything else, Spirit? Dealing with the month of July. What guidance would you give them for what they're about to deal with in July? Sensitivity. Ascended Master, Lady Nada, and Rhodochrosite. Gem. I think you know how you betrayed yourself, succumbing to your fears, doubts about yourself. I think you picked up on them in other people, their insecurities, their doubts. I think that's where you had connected at the time. And I think that you might be recognizing what joy and stability someone had brought into your, potentially could have brought into your experience. And you're realizing what it's like to lose a good thing. And in order to get the good thing back, it's almost like allowing the subconscious heart to heal things. Like it's only a matter of time before what needs to be talked about is talked about. For as positive as these cards look, Gem, I have a real heavy feeling in my chest, and I can't shake that. It's almost like this feeling of like knowing you made a mistake, knowing you could have done better, and now it's just too late because you had the time to do better when you had that time to do it and you didn't. You thought you could put that time off. Card number 21, breaking down to a 3. Here we go. We bring you the blessing of sensitivity. Being sensitive in this world can be tough sometimes, yet your sensitivity is essential if you are to consciously feel and work with subtle energies. Receiving and sending telepathic transmissions, feeling and releasing energetic cords, tingling with exquisite blessings of divine love, sensing the whispers of divine grace, and seeing the luminous, sparkling particles of life force dancing wildly in the beauty of shimmering auric fields in dazzling and colorful display. To be given the gift of sensitivity, to perceive the energetic worlds, is like being invited to the most special and extraordinary exhibit of sacred art. You may have struggled with your sensitivity, found it difficult to bear during times of emotional suffering, yet you have a great gift, and it will bring you so much joy. If you're learning to develop your sensitivity, we will help you so you too can feel uplifted as you witness the energetic beauty of creation. The world of energy is very real. Its effect on all people, even those that cannot consciously perceive it or do not believe it, is also very real. As you consciously perceive subtle energy, you more skillfully manage how you are affected by the energy of the world around you, the energy of spirit, and how you use and project your energy in the world. You have a vision, Gem, I think, for other people. And you have an idea or vision of those other people and how they can benefit your vision for yourself. But I don't think you actually see the vision of yourself. I think you could see the beautiful vision of other people and the vision that you can create with such people, but I don't think you actually have your own individual vision of what you're doing or what your purpose is. I think you're sensing it in others and you want that. And I think it's time to get really clear, dusting out all of the visions you've had of yourself with others or for others or whatever, and really time to get in touch with what it is that Spirit wants you to find within yourself. If you want stability and joy and a happy, beautiful home life and everything is in its place and everybody's okay and there's plenty of this and plenty of that, I think that you need to be 100% with yourself first. I think communication is great. I think being emotionally vulnerable is great. But I think you're contracted to birth your own abundance. You're contracted to birth your own abundance. Whatever that means for you. So, Gemini, I hope that helps. I hope that helps. Because I really do feel like you have a lot of potential to manifest some beautiful things with this energy. It's just a matter of allowing the karmic justice or the balance to take place. And I think you have to realize that sometimes when we fail ourselves, when it comes to another, that the other moves on and there's no coming back from that. So you could say, oh, it was my biggest mistake letting this person go, da 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 da. But if it was meant for you, it would still be there. Okay, if it was meant for you, it would still be there, 1. 2, universe said, okay, well, if you lost something so great, because you were focusing so much on what they could do for you and what they could add for, to the life that you're envisioning with them, but you weren't necessarily focusing on yourself and how to improve yourself or your own energy. Spirit said, please do that before you move into the next dynamic or the next relationship, the next situation, right? Make sure that you're clear on yourself before going into the next one. Because otherwise you'll end up in having to do the same inner work. Having to get back on path, having to get back to yourself. Really, the naked heart, be brave and beautiful and fly out of the darkness and into your light. Love yourself so much that the person that you love and want to be with has no fear about saying yes. Be that. Love yourself so much that the person you love would have no excuse not to absolutely say yes. Because you've turned into a fuck yeah instead of a fuck no, or not now, or wrong time. The love is there, but the timing's off. Like, let go of all of that. You want to manifest the right one, then you gotta be the right one for you. You gotta be the right one for you. You gotta love yourself enough to keep the one that you love, that loves you, around. You gotta love yourself enough to love the one that loves you so that you can keep them around. And if they're going to love you and stick around, then you have to be their fuck yeah, no hesitation. And you can only do that by improving yourself and focusing on yourself. So I hope that does help, Gem. Until next time, Divine Rebel Racey signing off. Remember, always love each other, and most importantly, love yourself. Bye, guys. Till next time.